Greetings everyone, and welcome back to another in-depth phone review of another cheapo phone bought from AliExpress. You've already seen in the title and the thumbnail, I'm going to be taking a look at a bootleg Nokia 5710 made by Servo, and we've seen plenty of Servo devices on the channel before, including the time when Servo decided that a phone in a pen would be cool, then the time where Servo decided that a phone in a pen would be cool with a fan built into it, then when Servo decided that a phone shaped like a bottle of Pepsi would be good, and so on and so forth. On my last live stream that I did looking on AliExpress, you folks picked out a couple of Servo devices. We're going to be taking a look at the first of the 3 devices that we picked out today, so a massive thank you to the folks displayed on screen for donating during that live stream. I really do appreciate it. Not many of you on this donation list, so I will say your names at the end of this video, if I can pronounce them correctly. Hopefully I can. Massive props to the folks displayed on screen for donating your hard-earned money towards seeing particularly random garbage items on the channel. But hey, this one might not be garbage. It might be really good for a total of $35. It's not going to be good. But feel free to stick around as we go through the listing and unbox this thing and all that sort of stuff. But if you don't want to hear me go through the listing, instead want to skip straight to the unboxing, feel free to use the timestamps in the description as well as the pinned comment to skip along to wherever you'd like to be, because this one's going to be a fairly rambly one, because I will be comparing this device with the actual Nokia 5710 Express Music. Is it Express Music or Express Radio, or did they rename it? XpressAudio. It's XpressAudio. That's new Nokia for you. And in today's one, we're going to be taking a look at the original Servo R25 Pro keypad mobile phone with inbuilt wireless earbuds, 2.4-inch display, FM radio, Bluetooth, dial dual SIM cell phone. It's a bit of a tongue twister there. At a total of $33.25 with free shipping, and this is on the Black Friday sale, so the regular retail price is $49, but at the moment for $33, you get a music-orientated phone that only has 2G. I'll display the usual currency conversion chart on screen to give you a rough idea of how much this would cost in certain parts of the world. Not all parts of the world, but just certain parts. I'm pretty sure you all get the idea of this by now. Also, the Nokia 5710 XpressAudio is still $149 Australian, 6 months later. Oh, well, actually, it's $147 from Officeworks at the moment, so $2 off. Yay. Why is this phone still holding its value? Who is even buying this device when there's plenty of smartphones out there and even better dumb phones out there? I thought they definitely would have dropped the price by now since the review I done on this. Nope. Still the same price. It's looking like a Nokia 5710 straight off the bat there. We've got the built-in earphones. We've got the same look with the red and black color scheme, and with some small cosmetic changes here and there. It's almost a one-to-one clone. So we do have a specification list in the listing that says it's the R25 Pro with the 2.4-inch HD screen. 2.4-inch HD screen. Cool, got it. The phone size is 140 by 57.5 by 16.5 millimeters. The phone weight is 106 grams, including battery. And the weight of the real deal is 129.1 grams, 1500 milliamp hour battery. The camera is just rear camera. Doesn't even tell you the megapixel count. I will spoil it. It's only a VGA one. SIM card quantity, 2 SIM cards and 1 TF memory card. We have 32 megabits of RAM and 32 megabits of ROM, which means that we have 4 megabytes of RAM and 4 megabytes of internal storage. This could be actual megabytes, but with the B being lowercase, I'm just assuming it's megabits. It could be 32 megabytes of RAM and 32 megabytes of ROM. The maximum support is 16 gigabytes, but I have tested this already with my 64 gig one and it works completely fine, so there you go. The network is 2G GSM with only 4 bands there. So the major difference between the two units is the Servo's 2G, the Nokia is dual 4G. For here in Australia, it's completely useless as a phone, but for places around the world that still has 2G, you can potentially get away with this. Now I'll quickly just go over some of the pictures in the listing, just to see if they've got any funny advertising we can quickly have a laugh at. Like the 2.4-inch HD screen, high definition large screen, clearer picture quality without eye damage. High definition, large screen. Yes, just like our high definition camera, take photos anytime, anywhere, recording the moments of a daily life at a whole 3 frames a second. Oh, it's close to that. LED flashlight, strong flashlight, photo flash, and flashlight in one, fearless of dark night travel. The torch on this is a bit dim, but it works. Music and video player can play downloaded music and video smoothly even without the internet, eliminating boring time. Well, if you're going to be downloading music and videos via the internet on this thing, you will be waiting around for centuries to get something downloaded over 2G. I guess they're right with eliminating boring time. Bluetooth dial. After successfully connecting to the smartphone, you can use Bluetooth to answer dial, synchronize contacts, record calls, and play music. I will try this. I'm not going to be called Grandpa though. I'm instead forever alone and will just call myself. And that's pretty much all of the funny photos in the listing. So let me go ahead and unbox this for you all and show you the cheapness of the Servo R25 Pro. So taking about a week from China to Australia, I have this parcel. Let's crack this open and take a look at how does one open it. Look how well packed this is. Wow. So then we got to get through this as well. There we go. And now let's see what one we got. It's a random lucky dip. Oh, it's this one. Okay, cool. All right, this is the one I wanted to take a look at first, really. So this is the Nokia 5710 knockoff. I'm going to get the box straight away for the real deal. So let's start on the back of them both. So Nokia on the left, Servo on the right. Wireless earbuds inbuilt. Built-in wireless Bluetooth headset placed on top of the phone body. Makes sense on the Servo one more than it does here. Loud dual speakers, volume and track control buttons. 20 by 35mm 3-in-1 speaker. Oh, this only has one speaker. MP3 player, an equalizer, microSD card slot support, maximum support for microSD card expansion up to 8GB, 2 SIM cards GSM, 4G on that one, FM radio, 1450mAh battery, and then 1500mAh battery on that one. Servo and Nokia down the bottom corner. On the side, it's exactly the same. Look at that. It's just, instead of Nokia, they've put Servo and they've changed the clock there. They've got rid of the Nokia branding on there too. But it's the same, isn't it? It's exactly the same. At the bottom, just there, we've got the Nokia information and the Servo information there with both IMEIs and the Servo seal of approval there. Servo R25 TWS mobile phone right there. Boxes are pretty much the same, but is the phone the same though? That's the thing. And oh, is it though? I can't tell if it's the same thing or not. Let's crack it open. Oh, that seal is so jank. But alright, cool. So there's the phone. We have accessories, I think. Just a lead. Oh, we've got some instructions and a micro USB. Yep. The instructions. What is... Okay. We've put some film on the battery, so take it off, please. Oh, here. Dear customer, the battery is covered with insulating tape. Please remove the insulating tape from the battery before using the phone. Thanks. You're welcome. Not much in terms of accessories there, but considering this is like a $36 device, if it boots up, that's more than enough, isn't it? Oh, dear God. Okay. So we have Servo, dual SIM, Bluetooth. That's good. I'm glad you have a Bluetooth headset with super sound anti-loss function R25 Pro TWS mobile phone right there. And if we just... Wow, that's looking... I mean, it looks the same. Oh, wow. There's both of them side by side. There are differences. The camera in the real Nokia looks a little bit more detailed. Then again, the photos and videos from this were pretty terrible anyways. The LED flash is also slightly different too. Hang on, there's two speakers. Is there two speakers or not? I don't know, because there was two speakers on the 5710, but the speaker grills are slightly smaller at the top. Basically the same. Another thing I completely forgot about is the bottom of the devices. The Nokia just has a micro USB port. The Servo has a headphone jack and a micro USB port. It would have been nice for Nokia or HMD Global to include a headphone jack on the 5710. That I did say in my review anyways, just in case people wanted to have wired earphones to use instead of the built-in wireless earbuds because they sound pretty meh. But the Servo, hook up some wired earphones if you want. Not sure it's going to sound the best, but the option's there. At the sides, pretty much the same, except the Nokia has the buttons on the side, whereas this has the buttons just below the screen. Buttons feel more tactile in the Servo, but a lot more cheaper. But the screens look almost identical. They're exactly the same, 2.4-inch displays. Build quality, the Servo is definitely cheaper. Sliding the wireless earbuds down, do they look the same though? That's the question. And how do they charge? So let's get one from there and one from there. Just there we can see the little contacts on the real deal, and then on the fake one, the contacts are lower. They're slightly lower. So these won't be compatible with one another. The fake one has two little contacts there, and it's looking very AirPod inspired. And you can see the mesh just there as well. No branding or anything, no Servo stuff. I wonder if there's actually any functionality with these or if they're just, you know, as they are. The Nokia one is more brighter. The contacts are in a different spot. The mesh is actually very different on the Nokia one, and you've got obviously the Nokia branding there. They're sort of not as magnetic as the Nokia one. The Nokia one's really strong, but this one's a bit sort of lighter. But I guess the battery is what we want to take a look at next. Oh, hello. Oh, look at this. 5710 right there. Oh, and there's, do I have to remove these or not? It said insulating tape. No, I don't think I do. I don't think they do anything. There looks like there's dual loudspeakers because they've got the mesh over them. But that's the super battery right there. And then inside the device, we've got SIM 1, SIM 2, Servo R25 Pro with the IMEIs just there, made in China, of course you are. Micro SD card slot and 2 mini SIMs just there. But yeah, basically without that battery, it just weighs nothing. And then if we open up the Nokia one, let's take a look and see if they're the same. So it's fairly close. And obviously we have the dual 4G slots there, the micro SD card slot. The question is, can you put this onto this? Will it fit? Oh, no, it won't. No, so you can't put the Servo one onto there. The clips are in different places. All right, the battery says use the authorized charger only. That didn't come with it, but that's okay. Do not squeeze or shock. I squeezed it, nothing happened. I'll take the tape off it, and I guess we should install this. Chuck this back on, which just sort of slots into place. That, kind of, sort of. Oh, look. Dual band-aids, because I'm almost near 100k, so I got to get myself back to the norm. As a bit of a test, let's boot both devices up at the exact same time and see which one boots up first. I think we have a winner. Oh! Well, there you go. Number one, this isn't a welcome. It is a servo, as it's appropriately called. So going up for a look on the 5710 display, looks a little something like that. It's not the best, but it will do. Now to the servo. Honestly, the servo looks better than the 5710. The Nokia actually is a bit blurrier than the servo. The servo actually looks a lot clearer. And if I go to menu, you'll see that it's almost exactly the same, but color-wise, 5710 compared to the servo. The display's actually better on the servo. It has a lot more contrast to it, so that's a win for me. The default apps we already know on the 5710, but the apps that we've got on the R25 Pro, contacts, call logs, BT ear, then we have multimedia, messaging, SIM toolkit, audio, BT phone, not British telecommunications phone, it's Bluetooth phone, camera, alarm, settings, internet, tools, calculator, calendar, FM radio, image, recorder, torch, my files, profiles, games, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Just by using the menu, I do not like the D-pad on the servo. That's definitely very, yeah, it's not as precise as the Nokia. The Nokia buttons are a lot flatter, but the servo is a lot more tactile sort of thing, if that makes sense. Also, the buttons are raised up on the servo, whereas they're flat on the real deal. Keypad unlock is looking a little something like that, pretty much the same thing. The keypad lights, much brighter on the servo. The 5710 is fairly dim, whereas we've got a nice blue backlit keypad on the servo. Now, if we go back to the menu, we've got contacts, call logs, don't need to go into, but we've got Bluetooth ear. And shortcut wise, if I hold this, it comes up with nothing. We'll do that again. There it is. And also the viewing angles of the LCD are pretty good. On the Nokia, you do get a little bit lost, ever so slightly. So now I pair the 5710 to this, and we should be good. It's getting there. Are they charged? Okay, alright, let's search for them again and see if they pop up. Do I need to remove them perhaps? The guide on AliExpress says this, so let's start again. We'll put these back in. Okie dokie. Alright, open the Bluetooth phone program, click paired device, slide the phone back cover down, and remove the... Oh, yep, there's little blue lights going on in there now, so we should be good. Now I go... Oh, they just spoke.
Power on.
Hang on, it's found these ones. We don't want these ones. No, that's not it. Okay, it's pairing with that. I'll switch that off and we'll try that again. I've just factory reset this because it's just not picking up the Bluetooth earphones. So I'll do that again. Take them out, add new device. It's still finding them. Okay, let's take these out then. Oh, there they are. It said connected. Oh, God. I don't know if you just heard that, but it just went boop, boop, boop in my ears really loud. Whoa, oh, God. Somebody said, hey, does a lot of bass sound good to you? Somebody has put bass on maximum. Wow. That doesn't... No, let's turn that off. Equalizer's regular? Okay. Oh, that wasn't even on maximum. Oh, the bass is... I can't hear myself talk. But this... Oh my God. Alright. I'm preparing. Ah, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, Okay, I have permanent ear damage now. They're loud. But the bass in these is just... If you put the volume down to about 5, it sounds actually really decent for the price. This is at 5. That's actually quite acceptable. And there's actually touch controls on the earphones. So just pressing. Yep. Plays it straight away. Just listening to BFG Division again at the start, the bass is just ridiculous. But I mean, if you like bass, you got it. Open review. I'm not sure what that did, but alright, cool. Let me go back to the 5710, and I'm gonna put one earphone from the Servo, my right ear, and in my left ear, I'll have the left earphone from the Nokia playing BFG Division at the same time. I'll hopefully just time it to play at the same time and see which one sounds better. I'm curious. Oh, and obviously the media keys do work. No problems. I just want to test the microphone quality of the earphones. So this is what they sound like if you were on a call and you're just talking to someone casually over 2G. This is what it would sound like. Oh, then you have Audition there. I just want to test the microphone quality of the earphones. So this is what they sound like if you were on a call and you're just talking to someone casually over 2G. This is what it would sound like. I mean, for the price, I can't really complain. I've got them synced together. So let's do 5 volume on both of them. Honestly, they're about the same. All right, I'm going to bump it up. They're exactly the same. Definitely bass levels on both of them are exactly the same. So I have a feeling these are likely the exact same earphones, but just in a slightly different shell. That's what I believe anyways. I'm no audio guy. I can only say, yes, it sounds good, or yes, it sounds bad, with some slight details here and there. From my testing, even though they're not quite synced perfectly, they're basically 95% the same. And I'm pretty sure both have touch controls. Both have touch controls. Yep. Well, for the sake of it, all the way. Yep. As loud as I can go. I'm convinced they're about 95% the same. That is actually impressive. Which basically then says to me, Nokia just went, yep, some cheap Bluetooth earphones, smack them in there, problem solved, no one will know. And you can buy a $35 Servo device, which offers basically the exact same quality. So there you go, mystery solved with that one. So the Servo is actually not doing too bad at this point in time. Granted, this feels a lot cheaper, but it's doing basically the same thing. So Bluetooth ear, we've done that. We don't need to do anything further there. Multimedia, we've got DV and video. I'll see if I can play a random video on my micro SD card. I probably won't be able to. It can't play AVI format. It can't play 3GP files back either. That's strange. It recorded in AVI format. This is the video that I took with this phone. Unsupported format. I'm confused, but okay, sure. DV we'll come back to when we get to camera. Messaging, it's gonna look fairly basic. Don't really need to do anything there. SIM toolkit, can't do anything because we're 2G. Well, I guess now we should actually do the proper speaker test between the two devices. Alright, $147 phone up against a $35 phone. Who's gonna win in the speaker test? I don't know if it's dual speakers yet in this. Let's go ahead and play BFG Division on this. Definitely a top speaker there, but no bottom speaker, so we've only got one speaker in this. Safe to say the Nokia's probably going to win this one. Loud as it can go. And... it's a bit quiet, a bit messy with the details and stuff, but for the price, it's not bad at all. Now, if I go back to BFG Division on the 5710, yeah, okay. So there's a fun little test you can do at home if you want. You sync both speakers up at the same time, and now you have epic speaker. No, that didn't work. Well, the 5710 clearly outpowers it, so speakers are definitely better on this. So it's a fun thing I used to do. When I started collecting phones from e-waste, once I'd bring them home and test them and stuff, and I'd have multiple of the same device, what I would do is put the same song on them. I don't remember what song I'd put on them, but I'd have 2 or 3 of the same device, and I'd sync the music up all at the same time and play them, and put one phone over there, one phone there, and the other phone over there somewhere, and then I'd have cheapo surround sound on phones. It actually sounded pretty good, to be fairly honest, not gonna lie. So if you have multiple devices that are just kicking around, feel free to do that. So that is the audio portion of this video done. Earphones are the same, speakers not the same, but the speaker will do on this one. Actually, so back to Bluetooth, I've paired my S23 Ultra to this device, so can I actually make a phone call with this? I thought this would use Bluetooth only, but actually what it is, it's just synchronizing the stuff from my phone onto the servo, and then I can display my contacts and all that sort of stuff on there. I can't actually make phone calls from this. It needs a SIM card. But I thought it was worth testing just in case. Now I need to unpair it, and hopefully that never touches my phone again. So I'll just unpair that. Done. See you later. Well, we're now at the camera. This is the camera quality on the servo. You've got the DV mode, which we'll come back to. You've got a bunch of effects, which was on the 5710. Contrast, brightness, white balance, settings. You can have the flash on if you wanted to, which I've taken some photos. Picture size, you can do 640 by 480, which is what I did. The quality I set to advanced, and everything else was pretty much left as default. You can zoom 8 times with this. It's more like a 4 times digital zoom, but 8 times sounds good. Fairly basic there, but video mode is something else. The effects are pretty much the same thing here. Contrast, brightness, and then settings. You have 240 by 320 for the size of the video. The video format is 3GP and 3GP only, and that's it. And you cannot zoom in with the video function. Putting them side by side, I can immediately tell the 5710's a winner here. I'm going to show you all the photos and videos that I took with the servo. Take it all in from that little tiny camera just there, which probably is the same size as the one in the Nokia. Enjoy.
This is the video test for the Servo R25 Pro, the $25 or $30 Nokia 5710 Express Music Clone. Do I really have to say anything else? I mean, it's going at like 3 FPS. No, not even 3 FPS. It's at least 1 FPS. Alright, let's count. 1, 2. How many frames did you see then? I've seen about 3, so yeah, I don't know. It's not a lot. Guess we just guess. There's also all that there. It's been a while, hasn't it? It has. Then we have some mutated lemons. Soup. Then we have Zenny down there. I forgot him. Hello. He's very cobwebby now. That's cool. Then the faraway aircon. Can I zoom in? That'd be a no. Safe to say the video is nothing great. The 5710 was better, but it's also another $100 more than this. Also, I can't do a video test with the flash on. There's no option for it, so this is about as good as you're going to get. Here's Ripley in 2 whole frames a second. Can you believe that? That this camera films at 2 FPS. 2 whole FPS. And Ripley's going to flop. There you go. There's the flop. Can you tell it's Ripley? I mean, it's a big chonk, so wee. I bet you've all missed seeing her for a while. It's been a while, hasn't it? But I took her outside today because it was sunny. Yes, you happy now? She's spoiled. Everyone loves her.
We're back! How did they go? Did they look good? Let's do a bit of a comparison. Okay, Servo on the left, Nokia on the right. Froggo number 1 right there. The winner, Nokia. More clearer, and I can tell what it is. The Servo is just a blob of pixels. The flowers, once again I'll give it to the Nokia. That's definitely a lot more clearer there than on the Servo. And finally, the lemon tree. The Nokia wins in that one as well. And both picture sizes are 640 by 480, so VGA. But video-wise, on the other hand, well, I don't even need to compare the two, to be fairly honest. For the camera test, I'll go with the Nokia. And the microphone quality is better on the Nokia. But let's keep testing because we're not quite finished yet. So alarm is going to scream at you if you want it to. You can do that. Settings has call settings with dual SIM. Can't do much there. Call divert, call waiting, call barring, hide ID, and others. Oh, the blacklist thing, which would, well, you're going to need a SIM card for that. Phone settings, date and time, language settings, shortcut settings, which is just the D-pad. That's about it. Auto power on and off, power saving mode. Battery remains 72%. At least it tells me. Restore factory settings. Display. Oh, wallpapers. Wallpaper 1. Which is just the one stolen off Nokia. Backlight, I'm going to change to always on because it keeps switching off. Security, pin, phone locked. Okay. Modify the cell phone password, privacy, auto keypad lock. I'll need to put that to 5 minutes because it keeps locking itself. Mobile tracker, please insert SIM card. Okie dokie. Oh, there's the blacklist thing there. Well, it's pretty much useless because I can't put a SIM card in this and use it. And then whitelist is here too. Connections, network account, GPRS, data connection, and network selection. Not much we can do here. And the same with internet. Not much we can do here as well. We see Google, but there's nothing I can do. At least on this, I was able to show you internet with 4G, which was good because I've never been able to show internet properly on a dumb phone without Wi-Fi. Tools, we have word clock and unit conversion. Word clock says I'm in Colombo. That's good. Unit conversion looks a little something like this. Won't need to use that. Calculator looks like a pretty standard looking MediaTek calculator. It's probably MediaTek in this most likely. Calendar, it's 2023, but it's definitely not the 1st of January. FM radio. Can we just play FM radio with no earphones? We should be able to. Wait for it. There we go. All right, let's see what's on the radio station at 12:17 a.m. on a Thursday night. I broke it. Yeah, that's reasonable. I also kind of like the background that they've got going there. Can you see that? Let me just try earphones real quickly. Headphones. It's headphones. SMOOREZ headphones. Whoa. Okay, headphone output is quite loud. Let me go back to music player real quickly. Oh, it's a bit flat, but it's loud though. So yeah, headphone output's not too bad. And FM radio as well, that's perfectly fine. Images, well, it's gonna show a whole bunch of images from my micro SD card, including pictures from many devices. Just to give you an idea, there's Stuart when he was just Stuart, and he didn't have a buddy. Oh. And then there's a picture of Fruit Ninja for some reason on there. I don't really need to discuss the LCD quality between the two, as I've already discussed that. So moving, yeah, I don't like the buttons on this. I don't like the buttons. They're a little iffy. Audio recorder, I've already done a test with the earphones, and I've already done the video test, so I don't need to see much there. The torch, on the other hand, let's see the difference between the two. The Servo has a blue tint to it. The Nokia wins. That's a lot brighter. Yeah, definitely not gonna be able to see much in the dark with your servo. But at least it has a torch, so I'm trying to find the positives here. Look, there's definitely some positives going on with this servo. It's not altogether absolute garbage. There are some letdowns. Yes, it's 2G. Yes, the speaker doesn't sound the best and all that sort of stuff. But so far for a $35 device with built-in Bluetooth earphones, it works. It's good. It's just cheapy. My files, let's see if I can go to the internal storage. I can't go to the internal storage, but let me see. Oh no, I can't see the internal storage. It just shows my 64 gig micro SD card. We're gonna need to come back to my files because I want to try and install games, but profiles is first. This is the time when most people usually throw their earphones out the window or headphones out the window. They go, I never want to hear that again. So just a fair warning that what you're about to hear is probably going to be really terrible, but you never know. There could be some gems in here, like that. Wasn't expecting an iPhone ringtone to be on here. All right, number 2, go on. Nokia, isn't it? I like this. It sounds funky. It feels like it's possibly pinched from something. Or Crash Bandicoot 2. No, it sounds familiar. It doesn't end. It ended. Well, that was interesting. I expected a lot more ringtones on here, but no, there's only just them and that's it. Oh, hello. I take that back. Okay, we found Hell's Bells. Oh, that was the message ring. Adjust the volume. Oh, they're all at 15. Oh, the vibration motor works. And other alert rings. Oh, the key tone was silent. Oh, of course it has that. Okay, let me torture you all. Are you having fun yet? Okay. It's a lot quieter on this though. We only have games, Facebook, and WhatsApp left, which can't open Facebook and can't open WhatsApp because, you guessed it, you need a SIM card. Or it just opens up the browser and is mobile WhatsApp. Okie dokie, sure thing. Same with Facebook, I assume. Yep, that's it. So games, what have we got? Snake, interesting. What version of Snake have we got? A very basic version of it, but you know what? It's Snake. It's not as good as the one that's on here though. What is it called? Snake Zenzia. Yeah, that one. I definitely know which version of Snake I'd want. But the question is though, this couldn't install Java games. Can this install Java games? Well, I'll play Sokoban first. Oh, Sokoban or Soccerban or however you pronounce it, where you push box into ball and you win game. You did it, yay. So now if I go to my files and if I go into my games folder, I have some Java games, especially Doom RPG. But does it work though? Options, and I can't do anything. Ah, dang. I thought hopefully this would have been able to play Java games. I just thought maybe, but no. Unsupported format. That is unfortunate. That's everything on this that I need to test. I've tested Bluetooth capabilities, shortcuts, the speaker quality, I've checked the ringtones, I've tried games, I've done everything that I can possibly do on this. As a conclusion between the two devices, if you don't want to pay $150 for this, $150 Australian, and you want something that looks like this and does pretty much exactly the same thing and you don't plan on using it as a phone and rather just have it for your collection, go for the Servo. Save your money. If you don't like the Bluetooth earphones, you've got the 3.5mm audio jack, use that, off you go. But if you wanted to use this for phone calls and audio and stuff, and you don't have 2G in your country, then you're gonna want that at the end of the day. Once again, there are definitely differences between both units. Some obvious and some not so obvious. At the end of the day, it's really up to you how much money you want to spend on something as novelty-like as this, because having a dumb phone with built-in earphones that are of average quality is probably not going to appeal to everyone. It's just a very niche product. There's no point of spending $150 on something that's very novelty-like when you can get something that does almost the exact same thing for, I can't math, 1/6 of the price, 1/7 of the price. I don't know how to math, man. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 1/5 of the price. I did it. I mathed. Kind of. You do get a cheaper build, but for the price, what can you really do at the end of the day? So that's pretty much my conclusion between both devices. I do like the 5710 because it is unique and it goes back to the older Express Music days, but just in 2023, I don't see the market for it now. But if you've got $35 Australian laying around and you're like, I want to buy something novelty with music, chuck a 64 gig micro SD card in it, hook up some headphones or something, this'll do it. It's just a cheapo device and it probably won't last too long, but hey. The power of Servo. Let's now pull this apart and see what the innards look like. Well, this will be fun. How do we take this apart then? We have... They're making noises. Shh. Buddies. Shh. We're gonna take out 6 screws to get into this. I'm very interested to see the system on chip that is in this. If it will be MediaTek, which I'm fairly sure it's gonna be MediaTek. Oh, gotta pierce through the warranty. No more warranty from Servo. Oh well. But like, even the boxes are the same, so like... You're paying for the Nokia branding at the end of the day, and 4G. I've also realized in this video, I've said Servo and Nokia several hundred times over, so feel free to do another drinking game if you want. Enjoy. I'm saying that right at the end when you're probably going to be already drunk. I assume that it just pops open like a sandwich, you know, hop, skip, a do. What am I talking about? It's 12:30 in the morning, Shane, shut up. Oh, the plastic is very brittle. That's helpful. Okay, so we just kind of, what happened here? Oh, okay. So, with all the screws removed, I can pretty much just pull it apart. The plastic is very brittle. That's okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, yep, there we go. Alrighty. Look, it even has the 5710 written in there. Also, that is okay like that too. The keypad looks a little something like that, and that just... sits in there like so, but the main board looks very looks cheap, and the LCD is soldered on with BOE printed on the back there. Bend over, Eddie. Balls of eel. No, that's not it. The LCD has JQ240HL 028D2, 320 by 240? Most likely, I'd say so. As I said, much prefer the display quality on this than the Nokia. We also have some tape just covering the big SPERKER, which, is it a big SPERKER? It is a big SPERKER, look at it! It just didn't sound like a big SPERKER. Oh well, you tried, buddy. I'll give you that. Oh my god, there's the camera there. That's the size of an ant stick. Wow. Is that the same? Hang on, I need to go back to my 5710 video. I'm fairly sure that's the same camera. Well, it's the same looking camera anyways. They do look very similar. They're definitely both VGA cameras, but this one's just of lower quality. We also have the board at the top here for the wireless earphones, which was all built into one motherboard on the 5710. I've also said 5710 quite a lot in this one too. Pop goes the weasel. Okay, and that's it. That's just the 2 little pogo pins on a board there. Now everything just sort of comes off like so. Yep, just don't mind me. There we go. Something's stuck. I don't know what's stuck. It's something. Something's stuck. Oh, the pins. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, no, it's fine. Hang on. Oh, yeah, okay. 5710 printed on the back there as well. But that is the guts. The LCD and everything combined onto one board. It's probably reused from another Servo device, but of course we're going to need to take the shielding off, which should be fairly easy. All I got to do is just kind of, you know, do a little something like that. So now is the time where SMOOREZ destroys tech. Well, I try not to destroy it, but... Oh, there's a sticker over that. That would have been helpful. I try not to destroy tech, but it happens, okay? I try my best not to do this, but... Okay, got it. The chip in this is a... Whoa, what? It's a Spreadtrum. It's a Spreadtrum. SC6531E. That is on there. I will have to Google this and let you know what that is, but I don't think that's anything too spectacular, that's for sure. And then we also have another module just there, which is maybe power IC or flash memory? It's something, I can tell you that. It's a fairly basic motherboard, isn't it? There's not a lot to it. You got the camera soldered directly to the board, 2 SIM slots, a couple of pads there to do some Mad Hacks, 3.5mm jack, micro USB, battery contacts, and that's really it with this one. I was very curious to see what the innards were going to look like, and well, I now have my answer. So I'm going to go ahead and put this back together, and we'll see if this still lives on. If SMOOREZ has destroyed a servo device. Have I destroyed a servo device in my channel history? Probably, but I don't remember. I don't even remember what I had for breakfast today. I don't think I had anything. So now do I just like kind of put that and yep. Did I do it? I did it? Yep, that'll do it. Yeah, I kind of dinged the casing up quite a bit trying to get into it. Doesn't matter. I'll just put the servo sticker back over the chips. Just fed heatsink. Yeah, that'll do. Alright, let's see if I destroyed this, or if it lives on. If you live on, I'll display the specs to the side of the device so you can learn all about servo, and it still works. I didn't destroy it. Yay! So yeah, that's all the specs there. Nothing too impressive. It's a $35 device. It just works, and if you wanted audio stuff cheap, then this could be something to look at. That's really it, honestly, about this one. Wasn't really too much to test other than, you know, the audio side of things, which, as I said, I'm not really an audio guy. I just say, yeah, it sounds good, or no, it doesn't sound good, it no worky. Oh, I can display them both next to each other, I guess, and be like, oh, one of these things just ain't like the other. You're the pretender. What if I say I will never surrender? And they're both just sort of staring at each other going, I don't know, mate, I'm $35. I'm $147. Which one's better? I don't know. I do the same things you can do. So do I. Why am I having two phones talking to each other? It's like 12:43 in the morning. I should shut up and go to sleep. But you folks wanted to see this reviewed on the channel. People have been asking me to review this, and I think I've done a fairly reasonable job at explaining what this thing is all about and its capabilities. So I hope that gives you a good idea of if this is cheap or not. And I always forget the servo tone. Actually, I've completely forgotten the servo tone. I don't remember what it is, if it's always been like that or if it's been different. With me saying servo over 100 times in this video, that's it with this device. And the shielding can go over there with it. That's all I have to show you with this one. So if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching along. I really, really do appreciate it. And I hope you got a kick out of this one. And I hope I've delivered a good enough review for you all of explaining what this thing does and all that, and honestly it wasn't painful to look at. It was quite reasonable. It's not like a horrific welcome device where I have to suffer the pain and misery. It was actually fairly reasonable, fairly smooth to get through this one. So yeah, if you've made it to the end of this video without using timestamps, I really do appreciate it. But if you had to skip along through the certain segments of the video, that's completely fine. That's why those timestamps are there, so you can jump around and see whatever you need to see. But once again, this video was chosen by you folks on that last live stream. I was on AliExpress, so thank you very much to Ruffle Daniel, as always, and Brian Martins, and Troy Van here, 3 mad lads there, Ibrahim Dude, Milan Fabry, if I said that correctly, Cash, Helmy87, Kenny S, Benzo, Blue Light, Harmony in Ultraviolet, Ji Wei Lee, aka Dennis. I'll probably just say Dennis from now on. Ryoji CM, Official Furious Gamer, YT, Beavers in Space, Oggy Osborne, Cheese Sylveon, Sherm, and H Viet. So thank you very much to all of those folks for generously donating during that stream to see these random oddball devices on the channel. I really, really do appreciate it. And that is item number 2 out of that AliExpress lot. The last 2 items are more servo devices. What a surprise. But they're more of the folding phones, similar to the fake Z Flip 4 that I recently took a look at. If you haven't seen that video, I'll card that up there if you want to take a look at it. Very similar to them, except they, you know what, I'm going to leave talking about those to the actual video itself, because you'll want to stick around for that video, because they're not that interesting, but they're also, you know what, I'm spoiling it too much. Just wait for the video. At the time of me recording this video at almost 1 AM on the 17th of November 2023, I am about 400 subs away to 100k. That's nerve-wracking and overwhelming. I'm not sure if I should do a live stream to 100k or not, but it's gonna happen probably in the next week or so. Thank you, everyone. I'm starting to get a little a little sort of overwhelmed thinking about it. It's crazy. It's so crazy thinking, you know, you start a channel with nothing and it just becomes this, and the interactions with all of you folks and all of the opportunities I've been given and just a platform to just be an idiot on. It's great. I love doing this. It's fun, and to think that almost 100,000 of you have said, hey, this dude's worth watching. My little heart, just thank you. Thank you, everyone. It means a lot. If I'm starting to get all sort of, you know, very, very sentimental and very, what's the word? I can't think of it, but you know what I mean? Upset. No, not upset. Happy, joyous. Wait till the 100k live stream where I'll probably just break down, and then when I get the play button, I'll completely break down. I'll be just like, I did something with my life. Look, Mom, I did it. It'll be something along those lines. Thank you very much to everyone who's come along this journey with me. Like, I just really appreciate every one of you for just watching. If you're listening to me ramble on and waffle on about this, you are a true fan of the channel, and you like listening to a man in Aussie land play around with cheapo devices and be an idiot, and you enjoy this. And I'm glad you enjoy this, and people use these videos for sleep because it's calming to them and stuff, which is completely fine. If you use my videos to relax, that's great. If you use it to just de-stress, that's great. If you're here for a laugh or something, amazing. If you're here to learn something, that's also good. There's just many things that my videos offer that I aim to just put out to you folks, because I just like doing this. I like sharing the aspects of cheapo devices around the world to everyone, so I really do appreciate it, everyone. Thank you so much, but we got to get to 100k first. We're very, very close. It's like around the corner. It's like you're the second person in the Macca's drive-thru. You're waiting for your order. The person in front of you has taken their time with their massive order, and you're sitting there waiting for a chocolate sundae and a thick shake, and you're like, oh, come on, man, it's only a chocolate sundae and a thick shake. And the car in front of you is just like, yeah, we want our 6 quarter pounder meals, and a McChicken, and a McSpicy, and some cookies as well, because why not? And then they finally take off, and then you finally go forward and you get it. That's the weirdest explanation to getting to 100k right now. That is stupid. I will leave it here, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed this pretty messy in-depth phone review. The next video should be the Servo foldables, but it may be something else at this point in time. It's just all over the place, so stay tuned, everyone, and as always, take care, stay safe, bigger people, and I'll see you all in the next one, which, yeah, will be something. I'll work it out. Might be a live stream celebrating 100k before the next video. I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens. Until whatever happens, please take care, keep being awesome, and I'll see you all very, 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 very soon. I'm very sure of it. Bye for now. If you like this content, feel free to leave a like or a dislike if you didn't. Thanks heaps for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video.